here, and I just want to check in and give you guys a few tips on how to stay motivated on your fitness journey. So for me, if you didn't know, I'm going to let you know. I started my fitness journey because I was unhappy and depressed and went through bullying and all of that stuff. And then the gym literally helped me find myself. So I always made the attachment of using the gym as therapy. So making that note helped me stay motivated, because just like there are times when obviously you get busy and your schedule is hectic and maybe you don't get to work out as long as you wanted to for one, or a few days you may not be able to work out at all. And just harboring those feelings inside, I realized, okay, I have to go to the gym because it's my therapy. But before I even made that note, I wanted to start my fitness journey just because I wanted a bigger butt. And obviously when you start seeing results, that helps. So I'm going to just give a few tips on easy ways to stay motivated. So if you have a pen and paper, use them. If you don't, pause it right now and go get them. So number one, figure out your body goals. Once you figure out your body goals, it's easier to visualize it, so that way you can actually see what's going on, and that's going to help you stay motivated, because now you've written it out and you're able to notate exactly what it is that you want to work on. So number one, figure out those body goals. Like I said, for me, it was getting a bigger butt. I was 98 pounds at the time, didn't really like it, super unhappy with it. And then I was able to use a gym to get up to 130. And then from that point, I kept readjusting it to be able to lean out, etc. But the number one thing is to figure out your initial body goal, so that way it helps you stay motivated. 2, go ahead and start writing out your favorite healthy things to eat. At the beginning, again, I had to adjust this because I wanted to be more lean and to have the abs that I have now, because I didn't really have them then. I was in love with salmon, rice, and potatoes. And I figured out different ways to make those, and boom, that was it. But depending on what your body goals are, you want to be able to stay as lean as possible and clean. And I always say lean because usually lean means more clean food. So it's your greens, like your spinach, your broccoli, your asparagus. I don't really like asparagus. I'm more of a broccoli person. But just different kinds of greens really, 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 really help. So just figure out your foods, write them down. That also keeps you in and out of the grocery store. If you're able to write down your favorite foods, you're able to go in and grab them and get out, which also is going to save you some money. 3, once you have your body goals figured out and now you have your favorite meals figured out, get a playlist. I know for me, it is so hard to get through any workout with crappy music. I hate pausing during my workout because it messes with the flow. So I hated when I first got Apple Music. I would go through and search songs. It's like, but after your 6th search, you're like, okay, so then what do I listen to next? And then you play Pandora and you have all these horrible ads and all this music that some of it's just like, why is this even on this station? So no. So get a good playlist. Depending on how your workouts actually average out, make that playlist about that time length, so that way you don't have to touch your phone at all while you're working out. Like, okay, yeah, there may be an emergency that pops up, this and that, but you want to be able to be away from your phone, so that way it's focusing on you. Which leads me to tip 4. Understand that this is your me time. So you want to be able to put your phone down and not look at it and really focus on yourself. Doing this while working out is going to help you attach both the physical and mental part of your fitness journey, because both of them are extremely, extremely, extremely important. So putting that phone away, putting it in your gym bag, putting it in a locker, it's helping you, depending on how far your locker is. You may not be able to listen to music, but it helps you detach from the world and woosah. So that way you're able to use it as your release. So whatever you have going on in your life, you can leave everything in the gym and not take it out with you. So that's number 4. 5, make sure you're getting enough rest, because without rest, you're going to wake up the next day extremely tired and lethargic, and it's just easier to make excuses when you're extremely tired. So you want to get about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I know sometimes, especially as an entrepreneur, it's hard, but you have to force yourself to be able to set boundaries, Set, you know what I mean, time frames. If you work a 9 to 5, as soon as you're done with work, head to gym if it's not before work. Like, literally set your schedule, set time slots, that way you're in bed by a certain time. If you have an iPhone, you actually have no excuse, because in the alarm section, they have a bedtime note. So it's like you're able to put in, like I say, okay, you want 7 hours of sleep. You have to be up by this time. It'll give you a reminder, hey, go to bed at this time to get your 7 hours of sleep. And you can click go to bed now or whatever. So that way you're able to put yourself on a time schedule. Sorry, I was on a roll. Then someone called. But 6, you want to, what was 6? Oh my gosh, I was on a roll here. 6 is get a meal prep bag. I personally use Fitmarks. I've been using them for a year and a half now. A year. I've been using them for exactly a year. This month. Don't know the exact date, but I know in June it started. The company reached out to me just as a partnership, and I was like, okay, because if you follow me, if you've been following me for at all, you know I love to cook. And I never really thought about meal prepping in the sense of taking my meals with me, because at the time I didn't really need to. So I was like, okay, yeah, now my schedule is out of this world. It is crazy. So I use the meal prep bags, and they come with little containers. That's really cool to put your meal prep in. I'll put my discount code below in case you want to use it to save yourself some money. So the reason why it's important to use meal prep bags as a part of the way to stay motivated is it gets you excited about cooking. So then the cooking, you're taking care of your body. You know what you're putting into it. You're probably going to cook really, really clean and lean because you're watching this and I'm going to make you. And then that way you're prepping it, and now you're just excited because it's like, okay, I've cooked, I prep my bags to go, I have all my food for the day, I have my snacks, I have my water, I'm making it to the gym, and just that excitement is going to create a momentum, and once that ball is rolling, that ball is rolling, okay? Yes. Number 7, lucky number 7, write out your workouts. I was never a person to do this at first. I thought it was so silly and crazy, and watch this. This is my workout journal. I got it at IKEA for super cheap, and I just leave my pen in here, and I write my workouts out. Like, everything. Boom. You know, just, that was an intense day. That's crazy. It's literally called Birthday Snatchback Game. Wow. And see, also, I do sometimes name my workouts. I know, it's funny, but it keeps me motivated. Because I love to do this, I do it so often that I have to just create different ways to keep myself in the game. That's funny, birthday snatch. But yeah, I have all types of different names depending on what mood I'm in when I'm going to the gym. But write out your workouts. It really helps. And then for me, just like I said, once I started my fitness journey, I made so many adjustments to my body where it's just like, okay, at the beginning it was all about bulking to get to the 130, and then once I got to 130, I wanted to be more lean up top because I like myself more lean with my shoulders crispy, as I call them, because it has a little here, and like more lean on the upper half and then more thick on the bottom half. So obviously I'm having to seriously look at my foods, look at my workouts to really adjust what's going on. And that's one of the main reasons I started writing my workouts, because now I'm able to target exactly what it is. Like, okay, last week it was more hip-based of a workout. You know what I mean? Like all my leg days. Now I want it to be more glute-based or this or that. You know what I mean? Just different things. Okay, I focus more on core this week. I want to focus more on abs and tightening my waist this week. Just, it really helps you keep track of what's going on and why you're doing it. And then I write down exactly how many reps I did and the weights, so that way I can constantly keep pushing myself. Yeah, sometimes it's tedious, and no, I don't do it every single time, but I always have it in my gym bag, especially on those days where I really need that push. Or maybe I'm just like having a day where I am tired and I didn't get enough sleep, so I just can't actually think and function on what it is I want to work on when I go to the gym. So I'll just flip through and pick an old workout and do it. Like, you know? So yeah, you don't have any excuses. And this is just a side note because we're going to leave it at 7 tips. if you do any of my workout programs and you do want to keep it on your phone, put your phone on airplane mode. So again, you're still having that me time, or put it on do not disturb. So that way, you know, in case someone does need to get in contact with you because it's an emergency or whatever, you can put it to where they have to call twice for the call to actually go through. So that way you're able to still look at the workouts and what it is you need to do without being bothered. And then if you don't want to use your phone at all, I have a lot of people that send me photos or in DMs or email where they printed it out. And if that's your choice and that's your prerogative, go right ahead. It's going to help you stay on top of things. So those are my 7 tips on how to stay motivated. Why? We're going to do this again. So those are your 7 tips on how to stay motivated on your fitness journey with Cookie. So I hope this is really, really helpful. Comment below anything else you guys want to see. If you tried this out and it really worked, different things that help you stay motivated so other people can use those tips as well. Let's get a conversation going. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Boop, 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 boop. All right. In case you don't know, my Instagram is CookieDough with 3 E's, and my website is bodybykookie.com. And I'll put all this information in the description down below. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. So I just noticed, there we go. I just noticed that the second half of the video after the call was blurry. So I'm sorry, but I really liked the vibe of it, and I really liked all that I was saying, so we're gonna just leave it blurry. But I wanted to let you know that I did notice, and I apologize for the blurriness on the second half, but the information was still just as strong and just as valid. So still like, comment, and subscribe, and I love you guys. Okay, it's time for me to go. Bye, guys.